Okay, so I'm on this road. This I'll just kind of give you. This is towards the middle bridge to Macau side, and this is on the Taipa side. So Macau, we basically kind of divide it in two halves: the Macau side and the Taipa side. Taipa side is the island south, includes Cotai Strip, casinos, Koloan, the beaches, the trails, the hiking. There's Macau Tower over there. You can see it through that a little bit, and that's actually on the Macau side. You can also see Grand Lisboa Casino and MGM Casino, some of these casinos, and basically over on this area, I'm going to talk about that in a moment. And you can see some Christmas stuff. Today is actually Christmas Day, and I'm going to be walking down this road towards El Tira Hotel and towards Taipa. But I just wanted to kind of show you this because this is a new thing in Macau that wasn't quite here before. I'll tell you all about it soon. COVID is over. We got Christmas music. It's December. It's 2022, and we were documenting the streets of Macau, and we got another street for you right here. Chiquinha, chiquinha, toma cuidado da boquinha, chiquinha. Yeah, actually, you know, I don't know exactly what happened with this one. I mean, they had a bunch of like construction here, so I don't exactly remember exactly what was here before, but it definitely wasn't this. It was something different. But now this is, they took away all the construction that was there for quite a while, seems, if I remember right in my mind. And now we have all of this. So basically this is part of Taipa Pequeño mountain or hill or whatever you call it. And so they put all this stuff to kind of capture the rocks. Then they have this kind of thing for drainage, and also I think for if rocks do come down. So I don't know, maybe they had some rocks that came down into the road or something like that. I don't know fully exactly the but I've seen this before. I've seen it in Hong Kong. They do the same thing, and they probably do it in the mountains over there in Koloan as well, most likely. Just don't really recall. But I definitely see this in Hong Kong and also in Japan too, where I used to live before I lived in Macau. So yeah, so that is that bridge is within Taipa, but underneath it is the bridge to Taipa. Sorry, to Macau. We're in Taipa now. This one right here, they've always had this land over here. Wow, there's like a ton of birds over there. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a bunch of trees in the distance, and there's a ton of white birds over there. I don't know what those are. I don't know if they're pigeons or cranes maybe, but whatever they are, there's a ton of them over there. I think I've always seen a lot of birds over there. I just don't look over there very often. But over here, there's a bunch of cranes, so they're doing some kind of construction project here. And this has always been kind of underutilized. I think I've heard different ideas of how they want to use it, but I just haven't really seen what they're gonna do. Anyways, we're walking into the Taipa, so when people take the middle bridge, and the bridge that's behind us is basically for buses and taxis. So usually the buses and taxis will take the middle bridge. No private cars are allowed on that one, and so that one would be behind us. So usually when people come into Macau, they'll get the first view of Taipa from here if they're coming in from the Macau side. Got a dog park in here and a gas station. Let me see, a few people with some dogs. So we got these little dog parks in Macau for people to bring them. Most people live in these kind of high-rise stuff, apartments everywhere, especially in Taipa. So because of it, they have dog parks everywhere. I'm gonna keep on walking down this way. So you can see more. There's a green fence over there. That fence used to have some kind of wall over it as well, and I think that had some kind of wall or something over it too. So for the longest time, this kind of seemed like a little bit of a mess. I think there used to be a bunch of like city vehicles over there or something like that. It always seemed like kind of like a junkyard kind of thing, but it looks like they cleaned out all that stuff, and they got cranes and they got something planned. If you know what it is they got planned, maybe let me know. I'm kind of curious myself. There's a temple right over there, and all these tall buildings are part of there's a park over there called Taipa Central Park. So that would be part of that. Got a kind of a community sign there. I guess that's the Caltex gas station. Okay. So we'll keep on walking. And up in those hills over there, those are that's where the University of Macau used to be until about 9 years ago, until 2014. And then I moved over to Hengqin Island. I'll highlight that in a minute. And then over here there's I think actually these buildings are connected to a mall, Nova Grand Mall. And then right on the other side, those ones or these ones might overlook it, but it's there's like a big box of apartments that all overlook a pretty beautiful park called Taipa Central Park. So our road sign, I think it's that one, but this is a little Estrada, little road, Estrada. And this Estrada comes out, show you the name of that. So this one kind of goes up into Taipa Pequeño mountain. And then over here, I'm going to highlight this one in a minute, but this one was a quarantine hotel throughout most of the pandemic, and they just lifted all the pandemic stuff just a few weeks ago actually. But yeah, just for historical purposes, for the last 3 years, Macau was pretty tight under strong COVID restrictions, and now all those things are gone. And this is our road right here, Estrada, Almirante, Marques, Esparteiro. Oh, there's a taxi right here coming out of that hotel. I'm gonna highlight that hotel in a second. But I think that hotel, let's just kind of take a look here. Oh, there's actually people inside. So this hotel was a quarantine. There's some beautiful bamboo right there, and there's I think that's like a dining facility. But this particular one, and actually I stayed here too because I was under quarantine for 10 days. I went outside of Macau, so when you come back, everybody had to quarantine for, depended on the situation, but I did 10 days. A lot of people were, most of the time it was 14 days. So I would have been up on the 8th floor, one of those ones over there. But yeah, this was all filled, and now it looks so dead and quiet. But I think some people, they still need to, just recently they keep changing the rules. So somewhat recently, like even a week ago, some people might have still been quarantining in there. Yeah, and actually they had guards here, and like sometimes the ambulance would be here quite a bit, and police generally kind of preventing people from walking in there, because it was they assumed everybody had COVID that was in there, but actually they were all healthy and they were being tested every day. And that quarantine hotel is the Regency Art Hotel, which is now back to a regular hotel, I'm assuming. So we're gonna keep on going down. And then we got a giant billboard for cars. So yeah, they'll come off that middle bridge, and then this is kind of the entrance into Macau. So I guess tourists probably would take the taxis as well, so they probably, a lot of them would go through there. But now in Taipa, they have kind of everything over here. They have the airport, it's on the Taipa side. So okay, we're still on our street here. And then we have a little bronze statue over there. You just see here. This is such a tight fit right here. The sidewalk is so small. So actually this is going to end over by this El Tira, so we're just going to walk over to El Tira, and then we'll bring this one to an end shortly. But El Tira has some of the most expensive hotel rooms in Macau, and I think they're basically like those windows up there. They're all, I think they go from ceiling to floor, and they got some pretty good views too. So I've heard that that's kind of like one of the best. There's other nice hotels too, of course, but that's one of them. So that one's would be out of most people's price range. It's called the El Tira Hotel. So I'm just gonna walk up here, and over here you can see that our road's gonna change, so I'm just gonna kind of go back. So now this is called Avenida Dr. Sun Yat-sen, and I'm gonna highlight this all the way down as well. And then this one goes all the way down like that. So you can see we're just kind of filled with our Taipa central tall building structures. Then this one used to be a disco that it's been gone for at least 10 years, if longer, maybe 15 years. And there's used to be called a Babylon Casino, and then up in the hill would be universities. That was our Target Street right there. Then we got El Tira right here. That's telling drivers where the stadium is at. And we're just going to walk down just briefly. So now this road brings us into the Taipa Central area, and actually would have went the other way, it would have done the same. But I'm just going to keep the camera on just a little bit into this one. So says casino entrance for that one. The music will start to affect the video, so I think I might end it, but that's basically where we came from, that main road up there. COVID is over, we got Christmas music, it's December, it's 2022, and we were documenting the streets of Macau, and we got another street for you right here. Chiquinha, Chiquinha.